Hi everyone, welcome back to Missionaries of God's Love in Tustin, California. Before we begin today, find a quiet place to sit down, take a deep breath, relax your body, and ask the Holy Spirit to join you. Thank the Holy Spirit for the gift of life. Today we will be talking about obedience versus ego. Obedience is a struggle that a lot of us have had since we were young. God has established institutions of authorities in the world. Not all are legitimate though, but those that are, we should try to obey to maintain the social order, the harmony amongst humans, and an authentic spiritual growth. From the moment we are born, parents have authority over us, even if they are not perfect. If they have good intentions, then we should obey them. Imagine if every kid did whatever they wanted. Not only will their life be a disaster, but it affects those around them. Some parents allow their kids to make their own decisions, but the decision making falls on the parents. We must also obey teachers in school to be corrected and directed onto a good path. There are religious authorities as well. When we have the blessing to be a part of a good church, there we are encouraged to continue on our spiritual growth. Then there are the laws of government, for when it's a legitimate government, democratic and honest, they look out for the well-being of its people and social order. Social order is necessary to live in a peaceful world. That means living in a world where there are rules and laws that we must all abide by. To resist these authorities and put our ego first means going down a path full of chaos. In chapter 50 of The Imitation of Christ, it says, quote, "My son, whoever strives to withdraw from obedience withdraws from grace. And he who seeks personal privileges loses those that are common to all. When a man is unwilling to submit freely and willingly to his superior, it is a sign that his lower nature is not yet under his control, but frequently rebels and complains. Therefore, learn to obey your superior promptly if you wish to subdue your lower nature. For the enemy without is sooner overcome if our inner fortress remains intact. There is no enemy more wicked or troublesome to the soul than yourself, when you are not in harmony with the spirit, and you must have a very real scorn for self, if you are to prevail against flesh and blood. It is because you are unwilling to yield your will to that of others, that you are still full of self-love." End quote. It is necessary to separate yourself from your ego, which doesn't mean to not follow your own desires. If your desires are good, then a good family, a good school, and a good church will support you. Ask yourself what you want. Do you want your ego to dominate or control your life? Or do you want to be obedient? As we end today's prayer, tell God, "Speak to me, Lord, for your servant is listening."